Hi, hello everyone, and myself Naresh Babu Konduru, and I am presenting the competitive study of operating systems. And coming to the first slide, the presentation explores as a competitive study of operating system, focusing on their architecture, performance, and design characteristics. Operating system is a backbone of computer systems, maintaining the both hardware and software resources. So this study evaluate the most widely used systems like Windows, Linux, Mac OS, Android, and iOS. So while coming to the next slide, introduction to the operating systems. So this operating system as a intermediary between users and hardwares. So ensuring the coordinating the interactions between the components, it performs the essential tasks such as a process management, memory allocations, and files handling. Without this, computing would be infinitive of the study objectives like analyzing the characters. So these all under to the operating systems. So while coming to the third slide, objective and the components. These are the analyzing the core components and compare the performance. These all are the androids for the operating systems. So while coming to the slide side, so classification of the operating systems, like operating systems can be categorized into structures, functions, basic systems handling the sequential jobs with the minimal user interactions, like time sharing and system enabling real time mobile systems. On the other hand, tailored for the touch internet interaction and wireless connectivities and powering the modern smartphones like tablet. So these are under the competitive for the classification of operating systems. Welcome to the fourth slides. Windows operating systems overview. Like what are the key frames like a built-in structure, security visualizations, and cloud integration capability, and refine the user interface and the key features. Also, these are the key features, and Windows has a standard in the computer worldwide. So, while coming to the fifth slide, so Linux operating system overview. So in this slide, a Linux standards open source operating systems emphasizes Unix. So this allocated the customize every components like Ubuntu, Fedora, and Red Hat. Several various sectors, personal, the enterprises level management. It's a transparently development the community make it top choices the professional and developers. While coming to the seventh slides, Mac OS operating system and overview. So this Mac operating system slab by Apple knows the allegation like a design and strong Unix based foundations. Its a hallmark is the seamless integration with the Apple's hardware and ecosystems, allowing the synchronization connectivity with the iPhones and iPads, Mac OS. So these all conduct into the Mac OS operating systems. So every system will running the operating systems, right? So this Android are powered by the Google inbuilt open modifying Linux kernel and dominated the global mobile market. It offers the customization of the capability both users and devices. So while coming to the next slide, iOS operating system overview. Like iOS is the exclusive model operating system designed for the superior performance, high security, controlling and user ensuring optimal integrations between the Objective-C to X code building. All categories under into the iOS operating system overview. Like coming to the next slide, desktop OS comparison. Like this one is a side by side three domains desktop systems. Windows, Linux, Mac OS, and this priority OS offers high capability but moderated the security. Linux begins the demand technical the expert the Mac OS provide the stability, constant high how user performance to the technical requirement. While coming to the 11th slide, mobile OS operating system. So in this one is the Android begins to open source allocated the extensive customization, but the face innocent security due to the device fragmentation. iOS in a construct maintain the strictly security standard, the closing ecosystems that restricted to the modifying, both systems derive the unique and advantages. So these are the and 11th slide is the virtualization support, like modern operating system incorporate visualization for resources utilization and enable multiple servers to the run concurrently, Linux provide the tools KVM, Quim, and VirtualBox for the flexible development, macOS, and support the benefits. So these all categories under this support. While coming to the 13th slide, system security comparison. Like a system security is a macOS and performance and Windows security and Linux security. This is permissions based architecture and transparency is supported. Okay. So welcoming to the fifth step, performance and resource visualization. So this one is a Linux, Mac OS and Windows. These main three are the operating system, both hardware and software. These all categories in the how performs and resources of the utilization. So welcome to the 15th slide, real-time and embedded operating system. Like a real-time embedded operating system are designed the environment whether the timing, precision and immediate response. If you do one thing, it will be immediate response or it will take some time to the hardware and software. These are the real-time embedded operating systems. And 16th slide, IoT based operating system, like Internet of Things, all categories into the IoT, like sensor visualizations, and it will be supported to the hardware and software. And graphical user interfaces, like compared to the OS and graphical user interfaces is more powerful than the Android, Mac, NX desktop environment. It will be the graphical user interface at a simple time taken process. And software development app ecosystem. For the next slide, this one is Windows development and Linux development, Android development. iOS development is the shipped object C within the Xcode development environment. And while coming to the next slide, networking and system configuration. This Windows networking is the simplifies network startup graphic user configuration to the PowerShell commands advantages users. And Linux network control provides a deep control through command line utilities like a DHCP configuration files. And macOS networking system is the emphasize the convenience, the easy way access to the VPN and sharing settings through graphical interfaces. And this one is like a comparative strength and limitations. These are the and future trends operating system AI integration. And while coming to the last one, the foundation of modern computing and this operating system backbone of the Windows, Linux, Mac OS. And coming to the last set, this one is the reference. And I close this PPT presentation. Thank you for this one.